November 1941. The frozen perimeter of Sevastopol. The German 11th Army, masters of the Blitzkrieg, are being bled white. Not by tanks, not by artillery, but by a single invisible phantom. The sound is not a thunderous blast. It is a single sharp crack. A private running in order collapses as if his strings were cut. A radio man mid-sentence falls with a hole through his chest. A beloved sergeant handing out rations dies before the tin can hit the mud. This is not random. This is a hunt. The sniper is choosing her prey, officers, radio men, engineers. The men who make the company function. And fear spreads faster than frostbite. The Germans whisper her name. Die Hexe. The witch. To them, she is a ghost, a curse in human form. Then a Soviet prisoner reveals the truth, and disbelief turns to dread. The phantom is not a veteran from Siberia. She's a woman with steady hands and a rifle that never misses. Her name filters through intercepted radio reports, scribbled into Wehrmacht diaries with both hatred and awe. Lyudmila Pavlichenko, 25 years old, a history student, and she is hunting the hunters. June 1941, Odessa. When the first bombs fall, Lyudmila Pavlichenko's life as a history student disappears overnight. She reports to the recruiting office. The clerk doesn't look up. Nurse brigade's down the hall, girl. I'm not here to be a nurse. I'm here for the infantry. The man smirks until she drops a certificate on the desk. Voroshilov sharpshooter, grade 2. In pre-war Russia, marksmanship was a national sport. She joined a shooting club just to prove a boastful neighbor wrong, and discovered a gift. She had the patience of ice, the pulse of a sleeping bear, and a mind that could turn distance, wind, and gravity into numbers. Her audition comes at the front. Her unit is pinned down. The commander gestures toward 2 Romanian soldiers setting up a mortar. You're a sniper. Prove it, she says nothing. Finds her position, exhales, crack, 1 falls. She works the bolt, finds the next target. Crack, 2 bodies in the dust. Silence in the trench. The history student has just become a soldier of the 25th Rifle Division. She is not reckless. She studies. Learns that officers stand tall to use binoculars. That radio men hunch in a certain way. While others fight with steel, she fights with stillness. In 75 days at Odessa, she confirms 187 kills. Her next stop, Sevastopol, December 1941. In the siege of Sevastopol, a sniper is a monarch of death. Or in this case, a queen. Each morning before dawn, she and her spotter crawl through frozen mud to reach their nest. There they lie motionless for hours, days, waiting for one mistake. The Germans know she's here. They send their best to kill her. One of them, an SS sniper ace with 400 kills, arrives from Berlin. The hunt begins, a glint 700 meters away. A burlap sack that wasn't there yesterday. Lyudmila whispers, "He's in there." For 3 days they wait each other out. He fires decoys, moves machine guns to trick her. She doesn't move. Not an inch. On the 3rd morning, he shifts his periscope just slightly, and in that breath of motion, she calculates his position. She doesn't aim at the scope. She aims through it. Crack. When night falls, Soviet scouts recover his logbook. 412 confirmed kills. Their best sniper, ended by a single 7.62 round. The hunter has become history. June 1942. Sevastopol burns. Artillery shakes the earth until the sky seems to melt. Lyudmila's count 309 kills. 36 of them were snipers, men who came to kill her. She's been wounded 4 times, each time returning to the front. But on a blistering afternoon, stalking a mortar team, she never hears the incoming shell. A thunderclap. A flash of light. And then, nothing. When she wakes, her back is full of shrapnel. Her war for now is over. High command orders her evacuation. Sevastopol is doomed, but Lyudmila Pavlichenko is now a weapon of another kind. A symbol, a myth the world needs to see. As she's carried aboard a submarine, she watches Sevastopol vanish in smoke. The city that forged her, dying in silence beneath the Black Sea. Her rifle is gone. But her war is not. August 1942, Washington, D.C. Lyudmila Pavlichenko steps off a train into a world of flashbulbs and manicured smiles. The American press surrounds her. Do you wear makeup on the front line? Does the uniform feel unfeminine? Tell us about your boyfriend. She stares, speechless. She has crawled through mud, lived under bombardment, killed 309 men, And they ask about lipstick. The First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt sees what others don't, the exhaustion, the trauma. A quiet friendship begins, but the press continues their circus, criticizing her uniform, her hair, her lack of a smile. Each word chips away at her patience. These people want a hero, but not the truth that made one. In Chicago, she is handed a safe, polite speech. She looks at the paper and crushes it in her fist. Chicago, the auditorium is packed. Lyudmila steps to the podium. Her face is pale, her voice steady. Gentlemen, I am 25 years old. The crowd shifts. This is not the script. I have 309 confirmed kills of fascist invaders. The air tightens. Don't you think, gentlemen, that you have been hiding behind my back for too long? Gasps, then an eruption. The hall thunders with applause and shouts. She hasn't asked for sympathy. She has demanded action. And in that moment, she wins America, not by charm, but by truth. For the rest of her tour, the questions change. The smiles fade. The world starts to listen. May 1945, Berlin. The Reichstag lies in ruins. Lyudmila Pavlichenko is not here. Her students are. She trained the next generation of snipers, the quiet, patient killers who stalked the ruins and ended an empire. For the Germans, being dismantled by a 25-year-old woman was more than defeat. It was humiliation. Her 309 kills would never be surpassed by another woman, but her legacy was never just the number. It was the idea that courage has no gender, and that history is not written by strength alone but by nerve, patience, and will. After the war, she returned to Kiev, finished her degree, became a historian. And when Eleanor Roosevelt visited Moscow years later, long after allies had become enemies, she asked for one meeting. The girl sniper from Sevastopol. 2 women. 2 survivors. An embrace between history and memory. Lyudmila Pavlichenko, the student who wanted to study history, was forced to make it. And in the bloody ledger of the 20th century, her name is written with the cold, permanent precision of a single 7.62 millimeter round.